gonna listen to you and finally lose that leg.
What the fuck?
Alright, the first thing I need to do is clean the Beyblade, as who would have known that if you leave your giant Beyblade outside in the rain, it gets rusty. Not me.
Yeah, that's good. You can stop spraying it with a hose now. Cool.
And I'm very tempted to leave it rusty and just paint over it, but I need to remove at least some of the rust in order to weld. So I just used a grinder and my shirt and rubbed it a bunch of times until a decent amount of rust came off.
What?
Which should now be clean enough to weld on. So this is where your first suggestion comes in, and that's to add massive thick blades similar to real Beyblades that stick out a couple of inches from the side. As previously, when it made contact with an object, the blade gently sawed through it, just like a sawmill blade is meant to do, which I don't want. I want it to smash things, sending them flying towards me. And to achieve this, I picked up these 3-pound pieces of scrap metal, which I'll attach on top. And I need them to be even in weight, so I just weighed the metal bars. And this one is 1 gram more. So when I cut them, I just need to remember to cut slightly more off this one. I mean this one. And now that they look a little more appropriate for a Beyblade, I need to figure out the right place to put them so that the blade is evenly weighted. So I just drew some lines and randomly moved the bars around on top
Wait,
until
that
the
wouldn't
blade
do shit,
manages
though.
to stand up on its own. And I don't know if this means it'll be evenly weighted when it spins, but at least it looks good in this position.
Whoa.
Then I just whipped out the welder and put down some tacks, then welded the bars.
Well, it's not gonna do
lightly in
much.
place.
It's not gonna cause much
Now, they should be
destruction.
stuck on enough
I mean, it would cause
to
a lot
not
of human
fly
damage
off.
for
So
sure, but
let's give it a kind of slow test to see what happens.
That is pretty good.
And it wobbles, but I don't really care, as long as it stays upright enough, as I'm sure that these bigger blades are definitely going to give it more destructive power. So I just welded on the blades permanently. And a lot of you are always giving me crap for my weld, but take a look at this, Brian.
That's not actually bad.
it's
And if you don't think so, I will 1v1 you in a weld off.
well, it's still kind of bad,
All
but
I need to do now is make sure it's able to deliver
still-
this new
still
power,
dog
which is
shit.
where the second suggestion
I'm not a good
comes in,
welder,
which
so
is
whatever.
to give it a rubber tip so that the Beyblade is more grippy, meaning it will walk around the room. As last
That's
time,
not
it just
great.
spun
I've
around
seen good
in
welding
one
come
spot
before,
and
come on
was
now.
super depressing. And I do have 100 rubbers I could
guys,
put on the tip, but I
when I'm bored, I watch dog shit. I watch welding videos. Yeah, I've seen better welding.
reckon
This
a
is
better
what it
option
was.
is
Stop being
this
bitch ass.
industrial rubber dip glue. Now you may have noticed that when I was cleaning the rust off, I decided not to clean the tip. And that's not because I'm lazy, it's because I reckon the extra friction will help the rubber dip glue stick to the metal. And this rubber dip gluey stuff is super underrated. It's extremely useful, fun, and easy to apply.
Dip the
Fork
tip.
isn't grippy enough? Dip it in rubber glue. Allen key isn't grippy enough? Rubber glue. Actually,
Oh wow.
maybe it's me that isn't grippy enough.
That's actually useful. Huh? What? Nah, he ate something else. Fuck off. Sanest Australian. That grip though, sheesh. What the fuck? Huh? Why reveal the trick?
And after a bunch of coats, the rubber glue is stuck on the tip hard, which should make the Beyblade grip the ground more. So I just gave it a couple of coats of paint in grey and yellow, and a big kiss, and now it looks perfect. Which brings me to your last actually helpful suggestion, which was to use a device that has a clutch to spin the Beyblade. And there are two things I have at home that have a clutch. One is used to wash clothes, and the other is used to cut trees. So my family's just gonna have to find a new way to wash clothes, as I'm gonna borrow the chainsaw for a couple of days. My plan is pretty simple. I'm just gonna take apart the chainsaw.
My sock!
Then, all I need to do is attach a pipe to this clutch with some walls on the side, and then attach the rope to the pipe so that when I turn the chainsaw on, it winds the rope up at high speed. And hopefully, because I have a clutch, I'll be able to start winding it slowly without ripping the rope like
Chat,
last
couldn't you
time.
use a winch for this?
Cable just ripped.
A winch would work, right?
Okay, now the first thing I got to do is weld this pipe to the second clutch that I bought.
A winch? No?
One stick. Right.
Too slow.
And I thought I was going to be able to do it with this stick welder, but I welded right through the pipe.
A winch.
Which doesn't
We used to
matter
use that for
much in this
snowboarding.
spot,
We go to
but I
spots,
can't afford to do that
bring a
up
winch
on
with
the
a
thin
fucking
sections
with some
of the road.
gas.
So instead of having to learn and actually improve
And
my
we'd
stick welding
winch.
skills, I just bought this midge welder. I mean dwarf welder, sorry, which is super easy to use. And after practicing on some scrap metal and creating this weird looking dog, it's time to do it on the real thing. And to make the side plates, I'm using this thick sheet metal that I found, which I'm going to cut some circles out of
slow,
using
makes
this
sense.
circular hole saw. And to do that, first I need to rearrange the belts on my drill press so that it's turning at the slowest speed it can, which is suitable for cutting metal. But after cutting out the circles with this hole saw, I think this metal is a little too thick and heavy, which might actually cause the pipe to bend and fly off into my head at high speed. So I just cut the piece of metal straight down the middle to create two thin pieces. Then I just cut another hole so that I can put the pipe in the middle of the metal. And now to weld it. And if I stuff up this weld, I'll have to order a new clutch, which takes a couple of weeks to arrive, meaning this video is going to be super delayed. But I guess you already know if that's happened or not. So I just said some prayers. And began to weld. Welding with the midge welder is definitely much easier. You kind of just point and click, and then it welds, almost like a hot glue gun, but for metal. And it's really not pretty, especially since the plates have kind of deformed and warped so much from the
Okay, who
heat.
has it?
Far out.
Okay, who has it?
But it's nothing some pliers can't fix. And you know, I definitely wouldn't hire me as a welder either, but this should still work, which at the end of the day is all that...
الله أكبر الله أكبر يومك للشعب ودادا ليكن حبك للأرض مداد ليكن يومك للشعب ودادا ليكن حبك للأرض مداد قلم أنت فكم عبرت عنها وبنيت المجد أطوادا شداد أنت يا ملهم شعب أن يبروا عشت كم حققت للشعب مراد أنت يا ملهم شعب أن يبروا عشت كم حققت للشعب مراد
Jesus, dude.
matters. Okay, now I just need to make a guide for the rope so that it only wraps around the pipe and not the chainsaw and me. So to do that, the first thing I need to do is take off the guide that I've already got on there, as I'm filming this out of order.
Why does every new chatter always has this zero sense of humor? Don't make fun of other religion. How's that making fun of anything? Dude, it's a good video. It's a good video. It's generally funny. It's appreciation. Why can't you why can people appreciate certain things without making crazy conclusions? Okay, it's not that deep, man.
Then
It
I
is
can put it
not
back
that
together.
deep, dude.
So this guide just uses 2 bolts with some aluminium pipe on them, which should spin, allowing the rope to easily pass through. And even if the pipe doesn't spin, the aluminium is pretty slippery and hopefully won't cut the rope.
I'm willing that was hilarious. Cool, man. Thanks, man.
So now there's
What's
nothing
up?
left to do but
We
shove
respect
in this
everybody here.
little
Well,
snap
we try to
ring,
at least.
which is the only thing securing this heavy pipe to the chainsaw. And then oil it up, and now let's give it a test and see if the chainsaw survives and stays together.
I understand that a lot of people are fundamentalists or whatever, right? But there's people like that in everywhere, How do you call that? Guys, come on, man. Guys, fundamentalist. Man, fuck me. Fundamentalist. Yeah, I get it. But there's some like that everywhere. So it's like, this doesn't only apply to one part. Yeah, I'm never saying this word ever again. I'm never even trying it. I will never try to say that word ever again. I don't even give a shit, man. I don't give a shit. I'm not even gonna try it.
Whoa. What the heck? It rotated the clutch brake out. Why the heck did I put that on?
It's fundamentalist.
And
Did I
it
say
was
right?
vibrating so much that it popped the clutch brake clean off. So I'm going to try again with no brakes.
No, just stop. Holy shit!
What came off?
And it flung something else off this time, but it did seem to rotate alright, so I kept that missing part off and decided to test it outside. Alright, let's see how well it pulls a 2-litre milk bottle across my yard.
Wait, I wouldn't even stay close to that. Wait, why would you even stay there? This is so dumb. What the fuck? What the fuck?
And I didn't realize how terrifying it would be having a milk bottle flying towards me across my yard, but it means the winch works,
What the
which is
fuck?
great. And I now also have a quick and easy way of getting milk out of the fridge. So now I'm just going to combine all of these new elements and head back to the dealer's house to hopefully smash some stuff.
Home sweet home, huh?
Feels good to be back.
I just forget how much stuff we've moved here. Like this mattress, was that there? Oh, we moved it there so we could jump on it.
Did we put that metal thing hanging down?
No. I mean, they didn't touch our claw, did they?
Well, let's go find out.
They touch our claw?
I can't remember whether I'm meant to feel what emotion I'm meant to feel. We're meant to be scared going into a Chinese drug dealer's house.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I missed it. I feel like I've spent so much time here and really gotten to know the place.
We cleaned it up a bit. You could barely walk through here.
No, we did a good job here, didn't we?
Oh, let's go see if the claw is still there.
Oh man, I hope if someone touched that claw.
No, absolutely no way.
Guys, who lives there?
The claw is still here.
Man, we really this place up.
Really do. Can you imagine though, if you went on holiday or you went away from your house and you came back and someone had just installed a claw?
I think on holiday is a euphemism for someone going to jail for producing drugs, but sure.
I think
Oh, it'd be disgusting. I'd be very scared.
I would just pack up and move. I would.
Well, if I had the money, I'd pack up and move.
Chinese drug dealer.
If I didn't, I'd probably just become an insomniac.
And for those who don't know, last time I made the Beyblade, I came to this house as I knew it was abandoned, and I knew I could wreck it. But what I didn't know, that it was previously used by a Chinese triad to grow weed. And luckily the dealers had not come back and touched our claw that we made.
Oh, it's cool that it's not actually this that's shaky. It's the original, plank
Guys,
on the roof.
Well, no shit. If you're growing drugs and you come back here, dude, and there's some fucking torture device, fucking human body spinner Yeah, I don't think I'm coming back there either, man. Like,
Why is it cool that the roof's gonna fall down, not the thing I built?
You did a good job making this. It's very sturdy.
Okay. That would actually suck. I mean, if the whole roof fell down, I can just move this to a different one.
Just make that part of the roof fall down. It's dusty in here.
You alright?
Yeah, I've just got dust in my face.
Maybe you're high, man. Maybe you're high.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the old marijuana sneezes. Oh, here it comes, boys.
I'm so high right now.
It looks like you left your Beyblade parked at a legal spot and they impounded it.
No Beyblade parking here. Oh, I gotta call the council to get it off.
Yeah, that's...
No rip zone.
I want to see a rip in.
But he chopped off everything besides this half body.
He cut his whole body off.
And I thought we would name it after one of my Patreons.
Okay.
Tommy the Rat King. But I'm just hoping that he's not missing a leg in real life, because that would be the most up way to say thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Here's relieving your trauma.
Yeah. Technically, would you ever really get a blade hit since there's the stoppers before? You'd only get stopper hits though, right?
And we checked the chainsaw was working.
How's it gonna get there?
It sounds like nothing. It sounds like a chainsaw.
Oh, that's moving at high speeds.
Oh, yeah.
And just wound the rope onto it and the Beyblade. And it was time for the first test. So I'll just quickly tell you what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So we know we don't run into each other. I'll stand here with the chainsaw,
Yeah.
the door. As soon as it gets kind of started and starts spinning fast, I'm going to stand behind this frame.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the rope fully comes off the Beyblade and goes onto the chainsaw, I'll say pull.
Then I
You
pull this.
the thing, releasing the clamp, and then you and me, I think we should probably
Get out.
get out quite a bit, just in case it like turns on its side, flies through this door,
And comes around. Okay, so we are running away.
We should run away.
Okay.
Yeah. Racing already. I think I'm just terrified. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. Okay, you ready? You recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
要是发现欺骗我，看你怎样逃得过，baby。
Is there any way to nail that to the table?
假如有错，baby，你怎能让我？
I can hear it spinning. It was going so.
I was wondering why it hadn't stopped yet.
It's too good almost.
How can you hear it spinning? You got that stuff on your ears.
Wait, it's literally just too good, and now they have to give it a ramp.
Should we go look? Yeah, it's just on the floor, not moving.
Not moving? Oh, it's just spinning there. Oh, why does it always do this? Why do you make such perfectly balanced things?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw something into it. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Like a nice little tennis serve.
We gotta get it to that. That worked so well. That spun so fast.
Yeah, you're just screaming.
So it definitely works a lot better than before. And as you can tell from my screams, it was also a little more terrifying than before. Almost sounding like a helicopter attempting to take off inside the house. But the rubber tip didn't seem to make a difference, and the Beyblade still just spins in one spot. No. Let's look at the bottom. Because I dipped the bottom
Chat,
rubber.
wouldn't you give it a ramp
Oh, look at that, the rubber.
with a good angle, but so small it wouldn't make it so they would touch the ground? If you think about
Bare
it,
tip.
a mini ramp.
Been circumcised.
So we introduced a little slope to help it out.
Thanks, Tommy, #1 subscriber who donated their leg for this experiment.
So if you guys ever lose a limb, consider donating it to I Did a Thing. I don't ask much from you guys, so it's the least you can do. I
Five-head
reckon.
engineer.
Just one leg.
Just one leg.
You've got another one.
I have never said smash that like button.
No.
Never, not
And
No,
once.
don't smash
You're
it.
calling in that favor and saying smash that leg. Easy does it.
He does it.
Here we go. You're really trying to sneak up to a Beyblade.
Okay. You ready?
Yep. Fine.
It's gonna stop it.
你就把自己上了锁。要是别人来诱惑。
We just make a bigger ramp.
And it managed to hit this lousy melon, but I
Not
won't
as
care.
aggressive
And
ramp,
we
I
do
think.
know which way it seems to run now. So we did the same setup, but this time placing Tommy's leg right in the Beyblade's path.
Alright, you ready?
You bet I am, boy.
I think it's just gonna break it and fling the fucking. A little bit of damage and she's gonna fling the chair away.
你就把自己上了锁。要是别人来诱惑，那就请还是
Literally a fail.
我 bang bang，和他快活 bang bang。
Something happened.
That sounded promising.
Yes!
The bone?
The leg is gone!
Is it still
Wait.
spinning?
Wait a minute.
It's just missing.
It looks like a prank seat. There's a bit of the bone.
Whoa!
Wait, does that mean your foot,
Yes.
the foot would literally fly off?
We got something. Something happens.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Tommy, but I don't think you made it.
Aww. Where's the other part of him? Oh, there it is.
Where?
Behind you on the wall.
God. Yeah, I'm watching that on slow-mo now. I can't.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
And that was the result I wanted to see. The Beyblade easily smashed through the bone and chair leg, sending them flying across the room. Everything about this is absolutely terrifying, especially the speed and the helicopter noise.
That was as well. It just hits it. Boom.
I mean, this is very confusing.
It's just a normal chair.
Absolutely nothing happens to it.
What?
Yeah, it's not. It's like
What kind of chairs do these? That is ridiculous.
this is cool drug dealers.
This guys, this is like how do you get people not to go into your house? You just leave all this shit there, fucking bones, saw, cloth, broken
Right,
chairs,
let's smash
tape.
some more stuff, like a TV.
Please.
Come on, TV.
Come on.
Yeah.
Fucking bullied.
That's the noise.
So much disruption.
And the Beyblade's fine. What's in there?
The fragment of the chair pierced the.
Wait.
Oh my god, that's so scary because I was considering looking around the corner.
Holy.
Imagine just having.
Oh, get stuck in you. And the glass is still intact.
What a TV.
I didn't
The
even
entire
think about
TV
that.
is intact. I love these old TVs.
I think we say.
What, a little shrapnel. Hello.
Yeah, we don't even try to smash it.
Now, I don't really know what I was expecting or what I wanted to happen, but I suppose I got it. It did smash some stuff, and it's definitely safe to say if your leg was first cut in half vertically, the Beyblade could then remove it. But for some reason, I still feel so unfulfilled.
Do you want to look like me?
Sorry?
Do you want to look like me?
No, I don't. Sorry? No.
Well, I got news for you. This video is sponsored by Keeps, and they help you to prevent your hair from falling out to look at all like me. Do you know that 2 out of 3 guys will experience male pattern baldness by the time they're 35? I'm only 19.
Yeah, wow.
And if you don't want to look at all like me, the best thing you can do is to prevent hair loss while you still have hair left. And it keeps you treated from inside your own home.
So can you...
Oh. We deliver it to you every 3 months, so no more awkward doctor visits or
This chat
pharmacy
is so
visits.
degenerate.
And best of all, Keeps offers you cheap versions of the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss treatment products out there. Prevention is key, so if you're ready to take action and keep your beautiful, beautiful hair,
Sorry.
then go to keeps.com/IDAT.
That's me?
Yep, just follow the link below to Keeps, that's
Guys, shut the fuck up, dude. My god, this chat. No, I'm not buying the... You're so fucking dumb, dude.